Everyone, welcome to Fundquarters Business School, our week 7 on Empowered Academy. Week 7 today we're talking about visibility and influence, becoming seen, heard, and respected. My name is Dr. Matilda Nwukor, and I'll be going through the slides with you quickly. And as a business person, as I always say, you can't hit a target you can't see. So when you go online these days, I thank God for the online community. We are being given a lot of opportunities to market ourselves, market our businesses. You see people selling wrappers online. You see people selling different things online. You see people even having a dating community online. So many things can now happen online from the power of your phone, from your handset. So if you don't actually embrace what is happening right now in your world, you can't be a happy camper, and that's just the gospel truth. So I would like to run us through quickly on this training on visibility and influence, how to be very visible and influential in your business. Sorry, let me increase this. Okay. So learning objectives for this class: understanding the power of visibility in personal and business growth. Understanding the power of visibility in personal and business growth. As a person, you need to know how to be very, very visible. And then learning how to use storytelling and networking to grow influence in your business and personal life. Thirdly, we're going to design a personal visibility plan with authentic presence that is going to help you to become very, very visible. So let's go into the class. Why visibility matters. Visibility drives opportunities. It drives opportunities. When you're visible, people will know you. If people can only buy from you when they trust you, when they get to know who you are, that is when they will buy from you. That's when they trust you. And in this world of today, with technology, you can be very, very visible. People around you will know you. People around you might not actually know you or what you're doing, but if you have a lot of online presence, that also helps a lot. So visibility drives opportunities. When something comes to mind, they will say, call Matilda, call Femi, call Timmy, because you are visible. When you're visible, you attend events, people know you in your sphere of influence or in your sphere of business, and this is what you can deliver. You come to mind automatically when a need arises. So visibility drives opportunities. You can't hit a target you can't see. A lot of us know so much, but because we are not visible, people just sidestep us. Now there are tools there are ways you can become visible, and we're going to go into all those ways. Visibility drives opportunities. Always know that if you're visible, you're going to get more opportunities. So you need to show up as a business person. You need to show up as a person. You need to be visible. And then about visibility for you as a person, you need to learn how to dress properly. Dress the part you want to be addressed as. You need to learn to look classy as a business person. You need to learn to look sure of yourself, well packaged. People will want to work with you when they believe in you. People will just see you before and make the evaluations before anything that comes out of your mouth. I was going on Instagram yesterday, and a woman was talking about women. And a lot of women don't take care of themselves. As a woman, you should dress classy, especially if you're even working for yourself. It's the same effort you use in dressing classy that you'd use in dressing dowdy. There's no need. If you want to wear clothes, combine your colors properly. Look the part, look authentic, look sophisticated. You don't have even if you're going to the supermarket, please dress properly. You don't have a second time to make a first impression. You make it once. So look the part. That is part of it. As a business person, you want people to take you seriously. Gorgeously dressed. Gorgeous dressing is not only for Sundays. Every day, appear neat. Wear a good shoe. Package yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your hair. For women especially. Understand? So don't just look anyhow. People will take your business anyhow. When you look classy, the first thing people will do, they will pause when they look at you. They know that you have something to offer. That is why you're looking the way you're looking. But when you don't look classy, when you look dowdy, when people can talk to you anyhow. I talked in one of my classes about a lawyer, a barrister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the boss was telling her to go downstairs and buy him water and mineral. Whoa, I did a triple take. I said, what's that? Because when I entered, the woman's hair was started. She belittled herself already. So somebody can say, please. But there's a way she will come out packaged, like a time bomb waiting to detonate. Before you tell her to go, who are you? How will you even start framing that? No, now. No. There are things that should be a no-no. So visibility is important. How do you appear to people? How do you look? Will people take you seriously? Will people buy you before anything that comes out of your mouth? These are the things you need to ask yourself. Will people buy you before anything that comes out of your mouth? These are the things you need to ask yourself. Sorry, I need to make sure that I'm really recording this. So, oh, Jesus. God, okay. You need to understand that people buy you before anything that comes out of your mouth. So don't just, come out or appear anyhow to people. Even in your compound where you are living, it's important. Visibility and influence. If you are not well branded, if you are not well packaged as a person, you will not command respect. No matter whatever it is you have to say. And that is why the 419 kingpins are doing well, because people, they dress the part. They understand human psychology. And so they play to the gallery, they dress the part. And then that is how they can easily defraud people. They know what will make people buy. They know what will make people... I'm not telling you to go and become a 419 kingpin, but I'm just telling you that if crooks understand the power of visibility, you that has a business and something genuine to offer, need to understand that power of visibility, to appear branded, to appear groomed, to appear well endowed and classically dressed as a business person, because you are marketing yourself. So, influence attracts partnerships. Influence attracts partnerships. When you are in a position of influence, when you package yourself properly, you begin to attract persons of partners. I met the MD of a bank, or the MD of a River State Microfinance Bank. I went to the court for just sit down to for a session. And beside me, the man was sitting. I didn't even know he was, but he was well packaged. I was well dressed. And then somehow we got chatting. And he asked me, what do you do? I said, I'm an entrepreneurship coach. I said, oh, that's good. And then something, later after the courts, we came outside and he gave me his card. Please come and see me. Because I was well packaged. Because I was well dressed. He asked me, are you a lawyer? I said, no, I'm not a lawyer, but I want to study law next year. So I like coming around to listen to what is happening. You understand? So because I was well packaged, he was like, oh, this is my card. Please come to the office. And that's how we got talking about my software and all that. And I was able to now go to the bank and give him a presentation to the whole board about our Fundquarters Business School software as a solution software that is going to help them onboard entrepreneurs for training and funding, and also recover lost loans from the bank. Because I was looking the part. That was why I was able to get that contact and that connection. And that is it. So how are you appearing to people? Influence attracts partnerships. Influence attracts partnership. Don't just leave your house looking anyhow. Always ensure that you look the part you want to attract. Then respect builds authority. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. You can't be an anyhow person and expect people to to love you. Respect builds authority. A friend of mine, an elderly gentleman, he should be about in his 60s. He just finished from law in the University of River State University. Just finished law. He just went back to study law. And he finished. And then the department gave him an honor, an award. He was the best well-respected elderly gentleman in the whole department. Nobody ever heard anything about him sleeping with any girl or doing anything, any rubbish, any site or whatever. No. So that was a beautiful one. So even when they had one of their parties for their passing out, and they asked a young lady, what type of man would you like to marry? One of the classmates. She said she'd like to marry an elderly gentleman who would take care of her, look after her. He said, does such a person exist here? You say yes, but she didn't know how to pronounce his name. So he said, okay, take a drink and go and meet this person. And then she came to his table and gave him the drink. He was like, oh, wow, he was taken aback. So respect builds authority. Anywhere you are, please respect yourself. Respect yourself. Respect builds authority. If you respect yourself, people will maintain those boundaries. If you don't respect yourself, people will not maintain boundaries that you raise. Now, common visibility myths. Some people will say, I'm too introverted to show up. Hey, I know they like come out, oh. I don't like going out. I beg you, nobody will want to see me. My dear, hello, wake up and smell the coffee. The times have changed. You need to show up. You need to be visible. Even if you are too introverted, go out there. There are people you talk to. You can just go and sit down. Someone might end up talking to you. There's nothing like I'm too introverted in business. If you want to do good business, there's nothing like I'm introverted. I don't want to say I am too introverted to show up. And I want to say people will think I am bragging. You are not bragging. You don't need to say anything. I like doing people watching at the airports. When I travel, if I just sit at the airport, I just watch people. Elegant, there's more elegance in quietness. You don't need to start shouting, I can do this, I can do that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. As you're calm, people will get attracted to you to talk. You're not trying to talk to blow your trumpets. No, it's only when you strike up a conversation with someone, that is when you start talking about what you do if they ask you. Another myth is good work speaks for itself. Hey, hello. So you think we'll go online. People with very terrible English, they're blowing it out there. You that have all the best English, you're not making any sale from day to day. Good work speaks for itself. If you don't promote that good work, nobody will know it. So you need to promote your good work. Even if you know what to do, you need to start promoting it. Start learning how to promote it. It's like yesterday, one of my neighbors came and said, like the father-in-law has been disturbing him for our prostate boost product. Since the man took it, even the surgery he went for, the doctor said he doesn't even need it anymore. And then the elderly man has been worrying, please, I want that product. If I didn't promote it to my neighbor who has used it and give it to his father-in-law, will they know about the product? Good work speaks for itself. Maybe, but it will be better if that good work is promoted beyond where you are. That is how the good work will keep speaking for itself. Let's look at storytelling as a visibility tool. Learning to tell stories. Telling your stories. Your story makes your message memorable. Why did you start your business? What is the driving force behind what is making you do this? For me, the driving force for making me do these trainings is because a lot of people are not trained. People just fall by some money and they say, I just want to start. They make I just start. Make you just start, money go. Make you just start, you'll be getting broke. Make you just start, you're making mistakes. And in Africa, when you make mistakes with your capital, nobody is there to give you a lifeline. In other countries, you might have a lifeline, but if you're in Nigeria, if you're in African country, my dear, you do everything with cash. And cash does not grow on trees. So before you go and blow the little capital available to you, please always listen to these trainings. Keep listening to them and keep applying them. Your story makes your message memorable. I am doing this because of this. I'm doing this because I want to help more people not to make the mistake I've made. I'm doing this because I want people to save money. I'm doing this because I want people to gain clarity, confidence, and cash flow in their business. Why are you doing the business you're doing? Why are you selling the things you are selling? That is what we are asking here. Your story makes your message memorable. And use it to connect, teach, and inspire. As you're connecting to people, talk about why you started, why you're doing this, and then connect to them. It's like when you go to a networking event and you talk to people, they're like minds. You connect with them because you feel the same pain. Like, I like doing a class for midlife professionals. I'm in my early 50s right now, so I know what people are going through. A lot of midlife professionals are being kicked out of the job. They're being sidelined by the younger generation. Nobody is caring about the years you have put in, all the expertise you have brought in, all the sales you have brought in. My dear, all that are looking at, please go and stand in the queue for those heading for the mortuary or for the burial ground. So you now see a lot of people, even by your families, sidelining you because you are getting older. So I feel the pain of the midlife professional who is about to lose their job. They're in their 40s and their 50s, and suddenly management is downsizing them. Their voice is no longer required. I feel the pain. I know what a lot of them are going through. A lot of them suddenly find themselves jobless, find themselves getting into business they never prepared for. So I don't want them to make that mistake. And that is why I'm also being passionate with them. Then the Funded Youth Program, Funded Futures Program, is about the youth and even these midlife professionals who need help, funding support towards their business growth needs. So why do you do what you do? So when you connect with people, you begin to discuss with them from empathy point and then show them the opportunity, what you can do for them. So use your story to connect with people, teach them, and inspire them. And the 3-part storytelling formula, we're going to talk about it. 1, the struggle. What was the challenge? What was the challenge that made you start? Like, let us say, Etisalat here in Nigeria. A lot of people were being sidelined. The younger generation, what did they come? They came in and began to work with them. What of OPay? A lot of unbanked people in Nigeria. The younger generation were unbanked. OPay digital services came in and started banking with them. What is the struggle and what was the challenge you met in your business that is making you do this business, that is making you do what you do? You need to identify the struggle and what was the challenge and the solution you're going to bring. Then the shift, what's changed? Now, in the case in point of, like, say, I'm talking about OPay digital services, which is like a mini bank here in Nigeria, that have now over, I heard they have over, is it 60 million customers within 2 years or something? Very mind-blowing. What changed? Now they have ensured that the unbanked, which are the younger generation, now have bank accounts. So the shift, that is what has changed in our economy. So in your business, what has changed? In my own business, the struggle was what? I've already explained the struggle about the midlife professionals, about the unfunded youth now getting funded through our platform. That was a challenge. Now, the shift is that a lot of them are having a better mindset shift, and then knowing what to do, and then not burning their money. Now, the success was a result or lesson. In case of OPay, a lot of young people now have bank accounts. In my own case, a lot of young people now know the type of business to do. A lot of midlife professionals now know the type of business to do, and now know they have a community of support that helps them with funding and their business growth needs. So what is the struggle, the shift, and the success you're bringing to the table as you're going visible? Then practical storytelling exercise. Think of this prompt. Think of a moment that changed how you see your work or life. I want you to think of a moment that changed how you see your work or life. And write it using the 3-part formula. The struggle, the shift, and the success. Think of a moment that changed how you see your work or your life. It's very, very important. And write it using the 3-part formula. So, the struggle, what was the challenge? The shift, what changed? The success was the result or lesson. Now, let's look at platforms of influence. Platforms of influence. Social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Create an account on these platforms. They are free to create. I'm even undergoing a 7 days visibility challenge class with Harman Wogo, the one of the number 3 LinkedIn queen in the world. I'm going for the class. You keep learning. Life is about ever growing learning. You need to keep learning. So, platforms of influence, social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. My dear, learn it though. Everything is learnable. Everything is teachable. Even the elderly gentleman. This morning I saw him. He said he wants to go and learn how to become proficient in typing. He can type, but he wants to become proficient. He went to look for a place that's not far from his office so he can enroll. He should be about 65. Hello? Yes, 65. He just finished law. He said that, Matilda, if I didn't go to study law, that's 5 years will still come and go. But now 5 years has come and he's going. He has given me a law degree. He's already a graduate for years. He went back to school. So what are you doing? What are you doing with your time? What you are doing with what you're doing? So social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, learn to use them. Your Android phone, your iPhone is not for fancy. It is for business. It's for visibility. So learn how to utilize those platforms. I'm learning how to use LinkedIn right now and, use it properly to grow my professional portfolio. Then social media, secondly, public speaking events, webinars. This I'm doing is part of public speaking. I'm doing these classes and impacting people. And then I go for events, webinars, do webinars, post them out there. People will attend. Then community groups, platforms of influence, community. Like this group, we have the empowered community. I have the funded features community. I have the 7 days visibility challenge community. I'm in Stephanie Obi's done in a week community. I have a lot of communities I am part of. So please be part of a community. Even grow your own group and your own community. I'm in the leadership and policy association professionals community, So be part of groups and communities. Then platforms of influence, digital presence and website. Digital presence and website. Please always, learn digital presence. Have a website, have a podcast, the things that will make people know you, and begin to share it on your status, begin to share it to your friends. You can also speak in churches, in organizations, offer yourself. Because when you go to speak in churches, and like one of my mentors, Stephanie Obi, said that initially she was always speaking in different churches, at some point, and after every talk, they will give her a fruit basket. She even got tired of eating the fruit. She was like, I'm tired of this thing. And then the Holy Spirit told her that they are giving you visibility. And she was, wow. She now said, God, sorry. And that's how she knew that. Because by the time they put the church, like imagine a church like here, back home, Salvation Ministry, puts you on their flyer, and then for a youth program, and they have a flyer that features you, and it's shared to, let's say, over 300,000 youths, and they now share it to their friends. What is happening? They are giving you visibility. So seek visibility in different forms, and then you are going to get it. Building authority online. How to build authority online. So social media, as I said, LinkedIn, Facebook, public speaking, events, webinars, and then communication groups, association, digital presence, and websites. So you need to also learn to show up on these platforms. Go to those platforms, learn how to use them. Like LinkedIn, I've been part of LinkedIn for about 8-9 years now. I just left it there. It's just this past week that I started posting, as I started following how one goes class on visibility. Even when I did the Alep digital marketing class for social media, and I got the certification, I didn't even bother. But for Christ's sake, as like visibility, look at these people cleaning out, professional platforms, and I had to go and start learning. So you need to learn, you need to show up and start building authority. How do you build authority? Show up, say what you do, teach. Go to Instagram, see how they're doing it. Go to Google, learn how to do it. If there are some some classes, sign up for them. Some classes are even paid. Sign up for them. So you will learn. You can't just keep saying everything is learnable, everything is teachable. For you to be visible and have influence, you need to be visible. And you need to learn how to utilize these things. Now, networking with intention. Networking with intention. You have to learn strategic networking and giving value first. You don't just, like now, by God's grace, I've been giving value to many of my platforms, So you don't just, you are networking with intention. Like Stephanie Obi said, that when she now goes for those visibility opportunities, where she now speaks, from the stage, she has learned how to now sell her courses, sell her business. Say all that things she does. And after the meeting, people want to meet her on her one-on-one classes, and maybe her done in a week classes. Some even pay $3,500 for some things. Because after she learned that opportunity is visibility, she now learned how to package it and use it to sell herself and her brand on those platforms that she's being given. So networking with intention. Don't just go to speak without, weaving in what you do. You are networking. You are looking for business. You are looking for people you are going to impact. As we said, giving value first. Giving value first. Giving value first. I can't emphasize it enough. You must give value first before you start, looking for, how to get money from people. So ask, how can I serve or support this person? That's how what you ask. How can I serve or support this person? Like in the case of the bank, I told the man that we're going to empower your. You need to learn how to empower your entrepreneurs first before you give them money. If you don't empower the entrepreneurs, with knowledge on the business they want to do, then ultimately you are going to lose a lot of money. Sorry, let me ensure that this thing has not cut off this training. Sorry. Oh. So you have to ensure that. I'm trying to ensure that I'm still in training. Okay, we are still on. So you need to give value first. So when I told him that our platform can help you recover your money, say how? I explained it to him that you train them, our software funds them. So as they are getting registered and learning, they are earning money. And then they will not misuse the money you're going to give them. And those who have already you have already have a bad loan, that the software will crowdfund them to make money, as you register them first before the new entrepreneurs that you want to fund. And then automatically the money is domiciled in your bank. As our system pays them, the money comes to your bank and your bank makes money and they make money. So nobody will want to default on the loan that they are being given. So how can I serve or support this person? That is what you ask as an entrepreneur. Then collaborations and referrals. Visibility grows through others. Visibility grows through others. So please be visible. Partner with peers. Partner with people. Partner with others who are doing what you're doing. Be part of associations. Be part of groups. Go for webinars. Guest on podcasts. Be guest on people's podcasts. Put yourself out there. Let people hear what you have to say. Let people know what you do. Let people know how what you do can support them, can help them come out of a bind. That is what you are about. Cross promote with aligned brands. Some brands are doing what you're doing. Cross promote what they are doing. They promote what you're doing. From there, people will get to know you. These are the ways you can grow your visibility and influence. Then, speaking opportunities, host or speak at events online and offline. Some of you are good. Please host or speak at events. Whatever you have learned, somebody else wants to learn it. Some things you take for granted, a lot of people don't know about it. So please don't take the things you know for granted. When you go online, you will see some things people are teaching or talking about, and you go and see the views 400, 200,000 views. You say, yes, the things you think you take for granted, a lot of people don't know. That you've been opportune does not mean other people have been opportune. So please try as much as possible to make yourself visible. Visibility thrives where your voice is heard. Visibility thrives where your voice is heard. When people begin to hear your voice on the radio, on YouTube, on Instagram, or wherever it is, people begin to want to listen to you. They begin to want to come more to you, to go to your channel, to go to your platform to hear about what you do. So in whatever service or industry you find yourself, you need to be visible. Need to be visible. Then building authority, social media, LinkedIn, we've already said this before again. Public speaking, time and again, you need to learn to build your authority online as a person. Then personal brand present, profile photo and bio. Make sure I had to, with this How Visibility class, I had to quickly go into my LinkedIn. I've had LinkedIn for about 8 or 9 years, but it's now I'm waking up. I had to go and upload a good profile photo and bio of myself. I was using ChatGPT to help me package myself. Clear message, give a clear message of what your brand can do. Give a clear message. Then signature style. What type of things are you? What is your signature style? How do you communicate? How do you help people? That is your signature style. Consistent storytelling. You have to be consistent with whatever it is you're doing. You have to be consistent. Not today you talk about it until you go and sleep for the next 7 months or 8 months. Like some people have not posted on LinkedIn. For myself, man, that have been there since. So you need to be consistent with your posting, with your storytelling, how you're impacting your environment and the world. You need to be consistent. Always be consistent with your personal brand presence. Always look the part. Don't just wake up and start doing video and looking like somebody that the witch chased from chased away from a meeting or something. Look the part, look polished. Take care of yourself, make yourself up, right? So please just brand yourself properly. Let people see you and say, oh, I would like to do business with this person, I would like to work with this person. Then visibility, confidence, mindset. Confidence grows with clarity and repetition. When you do something again and again, what happens? You begin to have confidence, and then you have to begin to have clarity. You understand? So if you don't practice, that's why they say practice makes perfect. If you don't practice, you won't become perfect. So when you repeat something again and again, you become clear on it, and repetition helps you to own the space, own the brand you're talking about. Repetition, say it again and again and again and again, talk to people again and again and again, and then you begin to what? Have confidence mindset, because confidence grows with clarity. When you're clear on what you're offering to people, you are going to become more confident. Show up imperfectly but consistently. Show up imperfectly but consistently. Yes, why imperfectly? Because at times you might not actually have everything together. You might want to do something now and maybe there's no light, like we that are in Nigeria. It doesn't stop you from posting. Still stand and say what you want to say. It might not be perfect. It might not be fantastic. Like when you go online, you see what people are doing. But be consistent. Not like I've said, every Wednesday we are going to have a training. And look at the time I'm recording this one now. 5:47. This is a slide I got ready since Monday. Suddenly we had power issues. Suddenly I have gen issues. And then it's been on and off. And I told myself, Matilda, whatever is going to happen, this must happen. Because I made up my mind that come rain, come shine, I must be consistent. So show up imperfectly but consistently. The person that is imperfect but is consistent is the person people remember. You know that is Mr. Perfect and you're not consistent, or Mrs. Perfect, perfection but you're never consistent. Maybe once a month you throw in something and disappear. Once in 3 months you come in on board and disappear. The people will forget you. The people will buy from are those people who are imperfect. Like one of the class I said, a tailor who does not make fantastic dresses but is posting online every day, every week, what she's doing, will have more followers and people will have more confidence in her than somebody who knows how to do bespoke tailoring that shows up once a year online. Do you understand? So you might not be perfect, but show up imperfectly, but what? Consistently. So when you begin to feel somehow, just tell yourself, yes, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to show up and say it the way I know it. Respect true result. Influence without result is noise. You get respect through the results you are getting from people. So when you influence without result is noise. So you need to learn how to influence positively so you are not just making noise. Then document and share wins. Document and share wins on what you're doing. That is what you make people believe in you and have confidence in whatever it is you're offering out there. Like if you are selling a product and people are using it and so I got benefit, I got healed, I got slimmer, my face is now okay, my acne is gone. These are wins. Post those wins, right? Somebody went through the 7 days challenge. Oh, it was a fantastic ride for me. I am happy with it. Somebody is on our SaaS platform. Oh, I'm earning money. I'm getting a loan from the bank. These are wins. Post them. So, what are the wins people are getting? What are the results? Please share those wins, and then people will know that there's results here. Testimonials and lesson learned. Testimonials, share your testimony. When people try to talk to me, especially on my physical products, my health supplements, I tell them, can you give me a video or an audio? And also, can you give me, I'd like to talk to them on WhatsApp because sometimes I can only screenshot and put it out there. Do you understand? And so at times I can say, okay, buy two or buy one product, give us a video to testimonial, and I'll give you one product free. These are the ways you can get people to actually give you those wins that you're going to share. Then creating your visibility plan. Define your message. You need to define your message. Then you need to choose two key platforms. What is your message? My own message, I have a message for midlife professionals, those in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, so who want to transition into entrepreneurship. I like working with them to help them have clarity, confidence, and cash flow. Then I also like working with the youth. The Funded Youth, Funded Futures program want to work with the youth to help them with their business entrepreneurship goals so they can get funded easily through our software as a solution platform and then the bank. So these are the people I like working with. So define your message. Then choose two key platforms. Now I've chosen LinkedIn, which is a professional platform. Actually, I have three. I have, okay, let me say two because automatically whatever I post on Instagram, I also cross post on Facebook. So I try to show up on those platforms at least every day. I try to post something. I try to put something out there or every other day. So choose the platforms that are going to work for you that you can be comfortable working with. Then schedule 3 types of content weekly. You can say Mondays is for funded features, Tuesdays is for Wednesdays already is for empowered community where we have classes. Then you can say Fridays I have for the midlife professionals, right? And be consistent like clockwork. Be consistent. You don't know who is watching. You don't know who is reading. You don't know who is listening, right? That is just the gospel truth. Schedule the 3 types of content you want to share weekly, then track and review every month. Every month, check the content that got more views, and then grow your target audience. Many of us, like in this commerce visibility class, I realized I've not even grown my target audience. You need to, the people you are speaking to, target them to be able to visit your page and like and connect with them so that whenever you post something, they will applaud it, they will read it, they will affirm with whatever it is you're saying. Track and review monthly. Then storytelling scripts, template. Script one, my turning point story. Look for a turning point story. For me, my turning point story when I turned when I turned 40, I realized that the jobs are not there. In short, when I was laid up from the banking work, I just came to work. Oh, oh boy, now wow. I just came to work. I was feeling very cool. Went out for lunch, came back, and there was a white envelope. That was when I was even 35 or so. What envelope waiting for me? Oh, baby, your work is gone. That is Nigeria for you. That was when I now started thinking. I just broke fully into entrepreneurship. But then I even had small businesses going on. You understand? So that when I said myself, I'm not going that route anymore. I'm going to work for myself. So what is your own turning point story? What is it? Then script two, my client success story. Like now, I've trained a lot of people, a lot of women on Empower Her program. I have trained a lot of people on the midlife professional program. I've trained a lot of youths, right? That is my own success story. And my own success, I have started my business and have learned from it. I have grown some businesses. I've also sold out some businesses. That's my success story. So my lesson learned story. I learned the lesson that I don't just jump into business like that. I need to learn from those who are ahead of me. And for me, what I've learned about business is this. Do I want the money or the headache of the money? And that's the topic I'm going to treat with Dr. Andrew Tomwe. Before you go and blow that money you have on you, ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want the money or do you want the headache of the money? You have to decide. I will have to help you make decisions before you blow all your capital on a wrong business venture and so much headache and die before your time or get stricken before your time because you chose the wrong business venture. So your takeaway for this class is deliverable is visibility plan plus three storytelling scripts. Your visibility plan and your three storytelling script. Visibility plan, we already said, define your message, choose two key platforms. You're going to keep bombarding with your message intelligently, oh, not every, not on intelligent posts, intelligent content, please. Then choose two key platforms, schedule three types of content every week. Begin to do this consistently. Track and review what you are doing. Then your scripts, your turning point story, your client success story, and your lesson learned story. So remember, be seen, be heard, be respected. That is visibility and influence. Being seen, being heard, and being what? Respected. So finally, we want you to learn to design the future you deserve. You can visit fundquarters.biz/funded features to know how you can become part of our software as a solution funding platform community. That the bank can also give you loan for your loan support for your business, and our software can grow you monthly affiliate funding that can run into 1.5 million, 15, $1,500 every month for the next 10 months and beyond. So thank you for being part of this class. Once again, my name is Dr. Matilda Nwukor, and I am happy to be with you on this platform. Thank you and see you in the next class. Have a wonderful time. Please don't just listen, implement, implement, implement. That is when success is sure. Thank you.